Hello, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mike here at Game From Scratch, and today we have not one, not two, but three Humble bundles of interest to game developers. I gotta say, Humble, you gotta learn to moderate these things, spread them out a little bit through the year, because we've had a lot of game development-related bundles, but this one it's pretty nice, to be honest. First one is The Craft of Game Design. If you don't know how this works, Humble Bundle is a collection of stuff, in this case, ebooks around a common theme, in this case, game design. You decide how your money is allocated between Humble, charity, the publisher, and if you so choose to do, and thank you so much if you do, to help support Game From Scratch. Now, this one is organized into three tiers, and the three tiers actually sort of make sense. So you're looking at $15 or about $9. My God, the Canadian dollar has crashed. Or $1 tier. So we'll start with the $1 tier. Obviously, if you buy a higher dollar value tier, you get all of the books from below it. And at the $1 tier, you're getting 4 books. Decent value. First one, we're getting Games as Text, a practical application of textual analysis to games. Then you're getting the Pyramid of Game Design, designing, producing, launching service games. Yeah, everyone's favorite word, service games. Professional techniques for video game writing. And then finally, write your way into animation and games, creating a writing career in animation and games. Seems like a little bit of redundancy in that title, but oh well. We move up to the next tier, so basically 5 more books here for $7 more. You're getting Reversing Design, Super Mario World, Reverse Design, Half-Life, Game Audio Programming 3. I gotta say, this one actually seems a little bit out of place to the rest of the book, simply because it's a programmer book, and everything else here is a design book, but, you know, game audio is a little bit on the fringe there, so I'll let it go. Then we get The Craft and Science of Game Design, a video game designer's manual, narrative design, the craft of writing for games, and then we're into repeats now. This, by the way, is mostly CRC Press, who are fairly solid for the most part. And then we go to the full fat tier for $15. You're getting an additional 15 books, so obviously this is the value tier. At this point, you're getting Duchess of Desktops, the History of Computer Role-Playing Games 2nd Edition. White Space is Not Your Enemy, a beginner's guide to communicating visually through graphics, web, and multimedia design. Game design from blue sky to green light. Better game characters by design, psychological approach, honoring the code, conversations with great game designers, game design theory, a new philosophy for understanding games, mobile and social game design, monetization methods, mechanics, 2nd edition, designing the user experience of game development tools. That's actually probably the single most interesting book to me, because this is literally a book on creating UI in game development tools. Tools are kind of the unheralded champion of game development, to be honest. Virtual world design, extending virtual worlds, game design deep dive platformers, 20 essential games to study, reverse design of Chrono Trigger, Final Fantasy VII, and Final Fantasy VI, and then all of the stuff we looked at from before. So it's definitely an interesting collection of books. I would say it was kind of unique that they're doing this bundle on game design books. Game design books are somewhat rare, although they just did a bundle like about a month ago, or earlier on last month, about game design books. So maybe not as rare as I thought, but definitely an interesting bundle. If you're into the game design things more than the programming or art side of things, it could be a good pickup for you, although some of this is going to overlap with art as well. And then oddly enough, again, one of these books in here is about audio programming, which kind of stands out on the whole of this bundle, but it is an interesting bundle. Now, that is bundle 1 of 3. Next up, we have the Indie Game SFX bundle. This is kind of a straightforward bundle. So you've got here at the 1 tier, you're getting 1 item. This has 100+ sound effects in it for things like losing game treasure chests, pop-ups, etc. Any of these, by the way, so that one you can't see, but for these ones, you go to the other tiers, you're getting the fantasy magic weapons and elemental spells. Again, each one of these tends to be 100 to 200, so this one is 173 sound effects, elemental things, swords, bows, and so on. And then you go to the full fat, everything for 20, I don't even know what that works out to. I don't think that's $15, so I don't know what this actual price is when you turn it to US. That's a strange value for the most part. But here you're also getting 2 monster packs. By the way, these ones you could come in and actually preview what they sound like. I don't think I have audio recording on, so let me just crank up the volume. Right here. And here. So if you need a lot of monster sounds, that is what that pack is all about. A very straightforward bundle, a bunch of sound effects for fantasy themes or puzzle games. Again, 100 to 200 assets in each bundle in this one. So this is the Indie Game Sound Effects bundle. It's nice to see sound effects as opposed to music tracks. A lot of the times they're music focused. This one is more RPG focused. But if you're doing fantasy RPG style games, could be a good pickup for you, or if you are doing puzzle games. Sadly, no preview of the puzzle game sounds. And then we have the final bundle, and this one actually shipped last Friday. And I was going to cover it, but I thought you guys might just be getting humbled out. We've just gotten so damned many humble bundles lately that I let this one go, because this one we kind of get annually or biannually, but this one's actually kind of special because it is bumped to the 2022 release. And I think this is the first time we've seen the Corel packages for the 2022 version. So if you want to upgrade your versions, you can do so now. Again, organized into 3 tiers. I'll cover it as the full fat tier because that's the one you're going to be most interested in, because that's got Paint Shop Pro, which is sort of, it's funny, this bundle is sort of my childhood. So we got Paint Shop Pro in here, and we have a flash from the past, WinZip, in here. That's from the $1 tier. But you're getting a bunch of art programs. Paint Shop Pro is sort of like a lightweight Photoshop. It's been around forever. Probably closest peer is probably the GIMP. A solid pickup. Nothing really wrong with Paint Shop Pro. We got Aftershot Pro for doing, it's sort of like Lightroom kind of alternative there. And then the star of the show here is Painter. This is the first jump to the 2022 release. If you have Painter and you want to upgrade, this is by far and away the cheapest way to do it. It's a natural media painting application. It was straight out the best in the field for the longest time. Now we've got a lot of competitors. We've got things like Art Rage, and we've also got Krita getting a whole lot better on the open source side of things, but still a great application for sure. So if you're looking for that natural media, you want to recreate brush strokes or paint strokes, that kind of thing, that is what Painter is all about. And for, what are we looking at here? $42, so probably $30 US. It is a bit of a steal, especially you're getting everything else in here as well. This one I've never heard of before, Mind Manager. I'm assuming it's a mind mapping application. Mind mapping is actually pretty cool, but there's a lot of free alternatives out there. You're getting a bunch of brushes and paints and papers and so on. And then again, if we scroll all the way down to the bottom, you get Video Studio Pro 2022, kind of just a typical video editor, nonlinear video editor. And of course, we get WinZip. So those are the throw-ins. I don't know, how many do you get at the $1 tier? You're only getting one item at the $1 tier, which is WinZip, which again is a compression program. This used to be the daddy before 7-Zip took over. By the way, you can get 7-Zip completely for free, so do not pick it up for this. The mid-tier, though, that is where, actually, Painter is in the mid-tier. That's impressive. So if you're looking at getting just Painter, it is here, but you're going to find $39.54 Canadian or $42.22. So basically, you're going to say $3 more to get Photoshop, Aftershot Pro, and a year of Mind Manager. May or may not be worth it to you. I don't really know, to be honest. But the star of this show is certainly Painter. So if you're looking to recreate like real-world analog painting styles, but in a digital manner, that is what Painter is all about. So that is the bundle. Now, as I mentioned earlier on, that's just kind of the tip of the iceberg. If we go over here to the software, you're going to see going on right now, we have the Unity tools. There's only 2 days left in that. I've covered that one extensively. That's a hell of a bundle if you are a Unity developer, by the way. So that one is running out very soon. We've also got the art. So now we've got the Games SFX one. We've got an image and video editing one. I didn't cover that. We've also got an Unreal Engine Cores bundle over here, and of course the Painter bundle. So we've got basically everything here is of relevance to game development. We go over to the books category, and we're going to find even more relevant to game development. We got the new game design books that we covered in today's video. On top of that, we have another. So there literally are 2 Unreal Engine 5 courses going on right now. This one is a set of books. The other one is this one is mostly videos, to be honest. 2 books, about, I don't know, 400 individual videos, about 12 different courses. I think I covered this one as well. And of course, a book about witchcraft. So if everything else doesn't work out and you need to make some changes in your life, maybe witchcraft is the way to go with that. So like I said, there is a ton going on over at Humble for game development. I would actually almost argue too much. We're kind of having Humble-itis. But like I said, I cover these things when they come out to let you know that they're out there. And today, we have 3. The craft of game design over here. And then, of course, if we head on over to the software category, we have the new Indie Game Sound Effects bundle and also the Painter bundle. A lot going on there. And then this one is expiring soon. So if you haven't checked it out, do check out my video on the Unity Tools bundle. That is probably the best of the bundles going on right now. But if you are also an Unreal Engine 5 developer, there's a pair of courses going on right now as well. They've just too much Humble, too much. But let me know what you think. Comments down below. I will talk to you all later. Goodbye.